edition of Inside the Print Media does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
Wow.
CNN.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to Focal Online TV. Welcome to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media here on Focal Online TV. So this morning we have varieties of newspapers in studio. Don't forget, I am your presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. My name is Greg Finampar, and all we do here is we bring information to you concerning our country, Liberia, and the world at large. So this morning we have in studio the Daily Observer newspaper, we have the Front Page Africa newspaper, we have the New Dawn newspaper, and the Hot Pepper newspaper. Sorry, we cannot bring to you international news this morning because of time consumption. So we will strictly look at the headlines. Daily Observer newspaper says 16-year-old female murder suspect makes first court appearance. 16-year-old female murder suspect makes first court appearance. This is from the Daily Observer newspaper. Another headline under the Daily Observer newspaper says, traditional towns gang up against Wia in Maryland. Traditional towns gang up against Wia in Maryland County. And then we move over to another one. 2 Fulanis arrested with narcotic substances worth LRD 374K in Ganta. That is from the Front Page African newspaper. Quickly, New Dawn says, Finance Minister on quality reporting and misinformation. Finance Minister on quality reporting and misinformation. This is from the New Dawn newspaper. Patients erect roadblock in Ganta. Patients erect roadblock in Ganta County. In Ganta, Nimba County, sorry. Front Page Africa says Fire Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs gave on account of what led to his removal from government. This is interesting. This morning, yesterday, we talked about the removal of Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister, and today he's here to clear the air. He gave his side of the story, so it's important and prudent enough to listen. So folks, let's take a short break. When we get back, I fill you in on all of the information related to our country.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Toba. My name is Greg Finampar. Haven't you heard about Focal?
folks, welcome back. Welcome back to the daily edition of Insider Print Media. We have to take this break because I wasn't getting something clear here from my studio management, but things are on course now. I think I'm more clearer than I was previously. So this morning, I serve as your presenter here on the daily edition of Insider Print Media. If you are watching from our mother's land, Liberia, a pleasant good morning to you. If you are watching out of Liberia due to your geographical location, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome officially to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Focal Online TV is located within the Tupo Village community along the Japan Freeway. So here at Focal Online TV, we bring innovation to broadcasting. And Focal Online TV, daily edition of Inside the Print Media, is here to bring to you informative information relating to our country, Liberia, and the world at large. So this morning, I will quickly resume our reading from the Front Page Africa newspaper because we have this interesting conversation on the Front Page Africa newspaper. So let's get into it. Front Page Africa newspaper quickly. Let's get into it quickly, very fast. So here, the Front Page Africa newspaper. The top headline says, Fire Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs gives own account of what led to his removal from government. Former Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Henry B. Fambule has publicly responded to his dismissal by President George Weah, which took place on Wednesday, November 8, 2023. Fambule expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to serve in the Liberian government and shed light on the circumstances surrounding his departure. In a statement released on November 9, Fambule thanked President Weah for allowing him to serve in his government from June 2019 to November 8, 2023. He referred to his tenure as a wonderful experience and expressed appreciation for the opportunity. Fambule revealed that on Monday, November 6, 2023, he intervened in a situation at the permanent mission of the Republic of Liberia to the United Nations involving a local staff member, Ms. Winnie Cummings, and New York City police officers. According to him, Foreign Minister Kimia had ordered the police to prevent Ms. Cummings from entering the office. The former deputy minister mentioned that Ms. Cummings had accused Mr. Kimia of harassment during his tenure as Liberia's permanent representative at the United Nations. Fambule claimed he had received this complaint in September 2020, during his time as acting minister following the resignation of Foreign Minister Bazanga M. Fanle in July 2020. Fambule asserted that his intervention was based on his responsibilities, which included the supervision of all foreign missions. He spoke to the police on the subject matter as well. He further disclosed that on Tuesday, November 7, he received calls from senior government officials closely associated with the presidency urging him to retract his statement to the police as it had validated Ms. Cummings' allegation against Minister Kimia. Despite these requests, he refused to withdraw his statement, considering it a statement of fact. Fambule expressed surprise at the swift action taken by President Weah to relieve him of his duties as Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. He questioned why the government did not opt for a more transparent approach by consulting an independent committee to investigate a numerous similar allegations against officials. He emphasized that the importance of accountability and taking responsibility for one's actions. So these were the words from our former Deputy Minister, the former Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Fambule, and he's being relieved of his position. So it's something that we all got the actual story. We heard his side of the story as well. So let's move to the Daily Observer newspaper. 16-year-old female murder suspect makes first court appearance. Wow. 16-year-old female murder suspect makes first court appearance. A 16-year-old female murder suspect, identified as Angel Success Watson, made her first court appearance on Wednesday, November 8th, after being arrested by officers of the Liberian National Police LNP 3.5 months earlier. Watson was arrested on July 29 of this year for her alleged involvement in the death of Ansu Kroman, also known as Madeline Kate. Kroman is said to have fallen from the second floor of the old Euro Bank building, Broad Street, Monrovia, on July 29, 2023 at 4 a.m. During the hearing, Watson pleaded not guilty to the murder charge but remanded for was remanded to the Monrovia Central Prison as the crime is non-bailable under Liberian criminal law. She will remain there until her indictment. According to the court records, on the morning of July 29, the victim, Ansu Kroma, was seen with Watson around 2 a.m. as they went upstairs in the building. Another resident of the building, Emmanuel Manscourt, stated that Watson asked him for access to his room as she had a client, Kroma, with whom she intended to spend some time there. Cole accepted her proposal after she gave him LRD 100. However, he later learned that Kroma had fallen from the building when he received a newswire at an entertainment center on Johnson Street. Upon arriving at the scene, Cole realized that it was the same person whom Watson had taken upstairs. He tried to locate her but found that she had abandoned the room, which was left wide open with the key hanging on the door latch. It was while we were sitting at the entertainment center on Johnson Street drinking when we got information that someone had fallen from the building. Cole was quoted as saying, before Kroman's death, he was involved in serious argument with some residents of the building, including Francis Colley, who allegedly offered Kroman a drink from a business center owned by Manfatu Colley in the same building. Manfatu is believed to be the mother of Francis Colley, who is engaged to the defendant. It remains unclear whether Francis Colley was involved in Kroman's death. According to the police investigation, it was established that Kroman had visited the building on the morning of July 29, 2023. Witnesses reported seeing him on the premises around 2:30 a.m. on that day. Predicted upon her being the last person seen with Kroman before his death, Angel Success Watson is charged with murder under Chapter 14, Section 14.1 of the Revised Penal Code of the Republic of Liberia for intentionally causing the death of Kroma, who fell from the second floor of the old Euro Bank building, according to the police investigation. This is from the front page African newspaper as well. Traditional towns gang up against Weah in Maryland County. In anticipation of the upcoming presidential runoff election on November 14, 6 traditional towns in Plebo-Sodikin District, Electoral District Number 2, Maryland, have made a public declaration stating that they will not vote for President George Weah. During a press conference held at the Plebo Youth Center in Plebo City, representatives from the 6 towns in the Plebo region cited concern regarding controversies surrounding the recently concluded legislative election in Plebo-Sodikin District as the basis for their decision. One of the traditional leaders of the Plebo region, Ms. Christina Dontu Walker, expressed that the towns would reconsider their stance if House Speaker Dr. Chambers accepted defeat and congratulated his rival, Anthony Williams, as the winner of the Plebo legislative seat. Ms. Walker also accused President Weah of assisting Speaker Chambers in his legal battle against the alleged irregularities and fraudulent act that occurred during the October 10 legislative elections in Plibo Sodikin district. This is from the front page Africa newspaper. Sorry, the Daily Zephyr newspaper. So we will now quickly run to the Newtown newspaper. The Newtown newspaper says Finance Minister on quality reporting and misinformation. Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel Twe underscores the imperative need for a candid conversation with media institutions and their unwavering commitment to ensuring quality reportage and dissemination of objective truth to bolster stability in the nation. Speaking at a joint press briefing organized by the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism on Wednesday, November 8th at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town, Minister Twe expressed concerns regarding the current state of media affairs in Liberia, highlighting that various individuals have been exploiting platforms such as radio and social media to disseminate information without appropriate verification. He emphasized the critical importance of promoting accurate and trustworthy information to the citizenry. While acknowledging the existence of fact checkers, the finance minister expressed dissatisfaction with their response times in addressing misinformation. He challenged fact checkers to adopt a more rigorous and expedient approach and to have the necessary platform to promptly inform the Liberian people when false information surfaces. This is from our finance minister, Minister Tue, speaking about misinformation from different media platforms. That is not good. He advised that they have an appropriate fact before stating out information. So, patient erect roadblock in Ganta, Nimba County. About 285 aggrieved patients from the government-run of hospital in Ganta, Nimba County have erected roadblocks along the Ganta Sanikwele route in Electoral District Number 2, Nimba, in demand of attention. The aggrieved patients, most of whom are suffering from various diseases such as leprosy, TB, and ulcer, were seen early Thursday, 9 November, blocking the main road. According to them, they had gone to Ganta Rehab Hospital for treatment, including dressing, but were unable to see health workers who allegedly abandoned the facility protesting bad treatment from government. Speaking to reporters on the main road, a spokesman from the aggrieved patients, James Warning, narrates that their decision to block the road is based on refusal of health workers assigned there to administer medication. Wow, things are happening within our country, Liberia. And so we will move quickly to the hot pepper newspaper. NCSS clarifies scene at GW Gibson. This is another interesting conversation here, folks. Let's take this break. When we get back, I'll fill you in on a hot pepper newspaper. But you know, of course, there's this news that have been speculating all over our country that the finance minister Samuel Tua went to visit G.W. Gibson. He made some promises saying that he would feed the children 2 days in a row, and then the children got vexed. They said they don't have water running in their school, they don't have good library, but all he is doing is to campaign for President Weah, which is not good, and a lot more. So obviously we heard all of this speculation, and here is the actual story that MCC clarifies at the GW Gibson. So it's prudent enough that when we get back, we listen carefully so that when we are arguing or when we are stating issues, we should be able to state the facts of issues. So if you are watching, kindly make use of our comment section. This is how I know you are watching. This is how I notify my viewers. Thanks for joining us, and I'll be right back shortly with the daily edition of Inside the Print Media, and I will be closing on the hot pepper newspaper. MCSS clarifies scene at GW Gibson. MCSS clarifies sin at GED Gibson. The MCSS is Monrovia Consolidated School System. So yeah, folks, let's take this break. I love you, and I'll be right back.
Hello there, my name is K. Lyndon Togba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Togba. My name is Greg Courage Pa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV. With check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV. Bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV. The best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Hello there, my name is K. Lyndon Togba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Togba. My name is Greg Courage Pa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
wow.
CNN, ABC News. We bring you headlines from those standpoints.
Wow, that is very, very, very amazing.
So we say, join us every day on the daily edition of Inside the
Focal TV. bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Having all of you back here, and this is how we close down on our news segment for today. We will close down on the hot pepper newspaper. MCSS clarifies scene at G.W. Gibson. The Monrovia Consolidated School System (MCSS) has clarified that following the impressive passing mark by the Liberian government in the 2024 Millennium Challenge Corporation (MCC) scorecard, the Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel D. Tuer Jr. was received with a rousing reception at G.W. Gibson High School. MCSS made a clarification relating to the recent scene on G.W. Gibson campus, at which time students were seen chanting slogans against the Minister of Finance and Development Planning Samuel Tuer as he left the campus. The release said Minister Samuel Tuer, who held a very fruitful and rewarding meeting with the principal members of the faculty, representative, FRA, and students of G.W. Gibson High School on November 8, 2023 in Monrovia, attributed Liberia's success to President Biya's remarkable leadership. He underscored that the achievement has put an end to opposition propaganda against the government. During the meeting, Minister Tuer assured the school of the government's commitment to providing free and quality education to all. Contrary to false and misleading information circulating on social media by opposition propagandalists, he noted that all volunteer teachers will be placed on government payroll and that no student will be required to pay graduation fees beginning January 2024, a press release signed by MCSS Department of Communications said. According to the release, the interaction was characterized by excitement and expression of hope on the faces of the students as they applauded the minister for promising them, on behalf of the government, to refurbish their science lab as well as the sewage system at the school. So, this story is interesting, folks. This is what happened in our country, Liberia. What led to the incident reaching at that level is kind of funny, but we will try to conclude with this particular story on Monday, hopefully. But yeah, we talk about the finance minister, we talk about the relief of position from the president. He removed the deputy minister of foreign affairs. And another one again, another headline, a 16-year-old who was being sentenced to jail for a murder, and it's very frustrating to see that or 16-year-old young girl being sentenced to jail for murder, and she will not be bailed. That particular case is not bailable, so of course she's gonna spend long years in jail. And then we have Finance Minister on quality reporting and misinformation. Of course, our Finance Minister is being involved highly in our news today. The Finance Minister spoke about media institution and some social media platform, radios that giving out false information, and he was speaking at a press briefing organized by Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, Wednesday, November 8th, at the Ellie Johnson Museum Complex in Concord Town. He expressed concern regarding to the current state of media affairs in Liberia, and he telling those who are involved to kindly do away with misinformation, especially from the media practitioners. So then we have traditional town gang up against We Are in Maryland. Yes, this is interesting. Traditional leaders gang up, and this was headed by a female. And they are saying her name is Christina Donley Walker. She is saying that President Weah supported Beaufort Chambers in the act of filing a lawsuit and everything. And in order for them to reconsider that decision of not voting for President Weah, Beaufort Chambers should accept the result. And he should accept that his rival Anthony William is the winner of Playboy and a lot more. So she accused President Weah of assisting Speaker Beaufort Chambers in his legal battle. So they are saying they will not vote for President Weah. Assisting Yao female murder suspect. She's a murder suspect. Makes first court appearance. This is interesting. The story narrates that a 16-year-old female murder suspect identified as Angel Sources Watson made her first court appearance on Wednesday, November 8th. She was arrested on July 29 of this year, for alleged involvement in the death of Ansu Kroma, also known as Madeline Kate. Kroma is said to have fallen from the second floor of Old Euro Bank building, Broad Street. So this incident occurred on July 29, 2023 at 4 a.m. During the hearing, Watson pleaded not guilty to the murder charge, but was remanded to the Monroeville Central Prison as the crime is non-bailable under the Liberian criminal law. So that is for that today. Thanks for joining us. I love you and I appreciate you. Thanks for everything you do to get to listen to Focal Online TV, especially the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Thanks so much. I love you and I'll be back.
Hello, dear. My name is K. Lyndon Togba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get